The landlord's eviction notice wasn't just a piece of paper. David used the back of it to write his final grocery list: 2 packets of instant noodles and a gallon of water. For 3 years, David had been the almost man. He was the founder of a tech startup that almost got funded, a consultant who almost landed a huge contract, and a husband who almost kept his family together before the stress tore them apart. It was December 30th. Standing in his freezing studio apartment, David looked at his reflection and saw a bitter, broken man waiting for the world to change, while he stayed exactly the same. As the city outside buzzed with preparations for champagne and fireworks, David did something radical. He sat on the floor and performed a mental audit. He realized that for 3 straight years, he had entered every new year with the same poverty of spirit. He was always waiting for a lucky break to make him happy, instead of bringing happiness to his work. This time, he didn't make a resolution, he made a transformation. He decided, right then and there, to stop being a victim of his history and start being the architect of his future. He spent the final hours of the year cleaning his tiny apartment, organizing his digital files, and most importantly, rewriting his internal narrative. He stopped telling himself, "I am a failure." Instead, he started saying, "I am an expert in what doesn't work, which makes me the most dangerous man in the room." On January 2nd, the universe didn't just give David a gift, it responded to his new frequency. He called a former lead who had rejected him 6 months earlier. But this time, his voice didn't carry the scent of desperation. It carried the weight of conviction. He wasn't asking for a job. He was offering a solution. By the end of that first week, that lead turned into a pilot project. By the end of the month, that pilot project became a multi-year contract. It was as if a dam had finally burst. Because David had shifted his mindset from lack to abundance, he started spotting opportunities in conversations he used to find draining. He was no longer a man hiding from his debts. He was a man hunting for value. By the following December, David wasn't just surviving. He was soaring. He stood on the balcony of a new office, looking out at the same city that had once tried to swallow him whole. He had 3 major contracts, a growing team, and a heart that was finally at peace. He realized the new year isn't a magic wand that changes your life. It's a blank canvas that demands a new painter. The suffering of his past hadn't been a waste. It was the friction required to ignite the fire. So, if you are entering this year with scars, remember David's story. Remember that the same wind that blows out a candle can also fan a fire into a blaze. It all depends on what you're made of. Change your thoughts on January 1st, and by December 31st, you won't even recognize the person you used to be. Your transformation doesn't need a new year. It just needs a new you. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that inspire.